Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stefan for 868 Tech TV, and today I got a review for you all, a tablet review, right? This here is the iPad Air 4. Now you might be wondering, why would I want to review a 2-year-old iPad in 2023? Now, first of all, I'm a huge fan of Apple's iPad and computers. I think they're the best. I haven't had the best experience with Android iPads over the years. They've been slow, they've been finicky, and the stuff that I want to do on my iPad. My day job, I'm a DJ, I'm a radio announcer and DJ, and I DJ out all the time. And this is one of the best tools to help if you're a DJ, if you work in media and anything, and anything in the creative industry. It is one of the best. You just don't get the same power. Now, I haven't tried the latest Samsung tablets, but from the ones I've tried in the past, you just don't get the same power from an Android tablet. So the question we're gonna ask today and find out the answer to is, who is this tablet for? Who is this iPad Air 4, a 2020 iPad? Who is this for? And is it powerful enough to do video work, to do music, to do gaming? We're gonna find out that and so much more in my review of the iPad Air 4 in 2023. So the first thing we're gonna start off with, alright, is the build quality. Now, as I said, I haven't used or had much luck with Android tablets, but the build quality of this is absolutely fantastic. It is sturdy, but I must say it's quite lightweight, right? It is the iPad Air after all, but it just feels good in your hand. It feels comfortable, and it doesn't feel like a toy. It doesn't feel as if it'll break apart or anything like that. It's a sturdy iPad. You have your speaker grills at the top, at the bottom. You have your fingerprint scanner, which works perfectly well. You have your volume rocker there, and of course, if you do get a case or keyboard, there's a magnetic connectors right there. It looks almost identical to the iPad 11 Pro models from about 2020, 2018 come up. It's almost identical. It's a 10.9-inch iPad. Of course, there's your camera in the back. There's also a selfie camera, which is a bit controversial about where it was placed. If you have it in landscape mode, it's kind of weird. I must say that is honestly true. But if you're using it like this most of the time, it's perfectly fine. All right, so the build quality is absolutely amazing on this. You won't buy an Apple product and be complaining about build quality. Let us be honest there. Next on our list is the display. Now, this is an amazing display. I won't go into the exact specs because that's not what you're here for, right? What I can say, it is a very good display for watching content, for playing games, and bright enough to sort of use it in the light. It gets to about 500 its brightness, or so they say. I didn't do any real test, but that's what it says in the package, 500 its brightness, which is fairly okay for outdoor situations. I won't tell you to take it in the direct sunlight because you just won't see it that clearly. But for work, for play, it gets bright enough. It is crisp. This is, I sometimes rather watch movies in this than on the TV. You know, I stream all my stuff here. Most of the YouTube I consume is on my iPad. I'm a huge YouTube consumer. I mean, I'm on YouTube, but I must say this is a great iPad for viewing content, for playing games especially. I love Call of Duty Mobile. Had it on my phone all the time. I say, you know what, let me put it on the iPad and play it there. Of course, you get to see better. You get to perform better as well. Yeah, it's a great screen overall. So they really went in on the screen. And I think the only company that could rival them with the screen would be Samsung, of course. I will be trying out a Samsung tablet, one of the higher end ones, maybe the Tab S8. You know, just a bit of comparison. But so far, Apple iPads, that liquid retina. This doesn't have the 120 Hz of the Pro versions, but overall, it's a fantastic screen for consuming content, for work, for play, anything that you need. this is a perfect screen. Now this iPad has the Apple A14 Bionic chip. There's 4 gigs of RAM on here, and generally I would say performance has been fantastic. Now one thing you will notice, because it's an old chip and it's only 4 gigs of RAM, apps would reload more than you want to. So as I said, when I'm on air, I use this to read my stories for delivering stuff on air. And if I come out of Safari and go back in, the entire website might reload. But sometimes it could be frustrating. I must say it's not perfect, but when you're in an app, it works perfectly fine. I mean, I practically DJ with this. You know, I've had this tablet when I didn't have a MacBook Pro. I was waiting for my Mac to get in, and I DJed on this at a couple events. Yeah, an iPad Air DJing. As I said, I play games on this all the time, so you know it definitely handles gaming well. I do a lot of video editing on it, not massive videos for YouTube, but little stuff for social media, and they work perfectly fine as well. So performance-wise, this could get you through almost anything. Software-wise as well, I think this should be getting a couple more updates, probably 2 or 3 or 4 more, because it's currently running on iPad OS 16.3, I think, and that is running fine here. Just about anything you need to do, this iPad can handle. We'll move on to audio, because this is something where you'll be playing lots of music, you'll be playing lots of podcasts, you'll be playing lots of videos, watching YouTube. How does the audio sound? Now, coming from an iPad Pro, I had an iPad 11-inch Pro before, you would notice that yes, the volume isn't quite high, the bass definitely isn't quite there. That's partly because while you do have 4 speaker grills, there are only 2 speakers in here. So the iPad Pros have 4 speakers. Each grill has a speaker, but there are only 2 speakers here, but they made it with 4 grills, I guess, to get more sound out. This is at max volume, all right? This is max volume. So you get it's balanced. I must say that's about the speakers, about the audio. It is balanced, but it isn't as full or as loud as you get on a Pro model. But I mean that's a small price to pay, right? I sometimes, if I really need to, I will put in my earbuds or you know. One reason why, you know, I get an iPad for work is especially for when I'm doing live stream, whether it's on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, DJing. I mean, the camera quality, while it's not top notch, it is still better than most. I will say that this picture quality here is much better than you will get on most Android tablets. Now, they've stepped up their game recently. The likes of Samsung and Xiaomi, they have stepped up their game. But you're just saying that the quality from the iPad, from an Apple camera, is better. Now, there's a 12 megapixel camera here that does actually shoot 4K. I mean, come on. If I want to do a little mix, I can shoot from my iPad. The selfie camera is a 7 megapixel camera. So I mean, the quality isn't as high, but it's pretty solid. You could check out some of the pics and have a video or 2 here that I've taken from the selfie and the rear cameras, and they are pretty solid. When it comes to work and play, this iPad generally and definitely will do the job for most persons out there. Most of you all are probably going to school, or you're probably just doing regular work, even regular office work. I do a lot of my typing on this. I love the experience of typing on this iPad for some reason. I know it's a joyous experience when writing on this one. I haven't tried out the pen, the Apple Pen, or pen, whatever it's called, whichever one. But definitely, if you have the Apple Pencil as well with this iPad, and you have a keyboard, this is a quite nifty little laptop where you could get a lot done. I definitely would highly recommend an iPad Air 4. Even in 2023 and beyond, this iPad can last you good. If you bought it now, you could probably get it for probably $300 or so. But if you bought this now, this could probably last you at least 2-3 years with proper updates as well. So you don't have to be going looking to buy the absolute latest iPad to enjoy all that iPadOS and Apple has to offer. Where I'm based in Trinidad and Tobago, I cannot make a single cent from YouTube. But there is a donate button. If you go in About, or even down below in this post, there is a link where you can donate. You just follow the link, click on the currency exchange. If you're outside of Trinidad and Tobago, you have to click on the currency exchange where you see TTD, TNT dollars, and select US dollars. Any amount of donation I would totally appreciate, because it could only help me to bring more views. It's not for me to get paid. I do this just for the love. I just love tech. I love trying out tech and bringing reviews. Any amount of donation would totally help. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss another video. Let me know your thoughts on the iPad Air 4. Is it a tablet you would consider, or do you have one already, and how is it working out for you, right? Hit the like button, leave a comment, let's get the engagement going, and I'll see you in the next one.